gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following videos contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.
We had a birthday celebration to celebrate, the real boss. Down for him. Cartoon Network land took over the park. Anyway, welcome back. Happy belated Father's Day to all the dads out there, and only the dads. Yeah! Only the dads. Ladies, if you did your magic and you took care of your kids when the man wasn't around, you have Mother's Day. God bless you for everything you do. But Father's Day is for the dads and the dads only. All right? So happy belated Father's Day to all the dads out there who celebrated Father's Day this past weekend. We had Puerto Rican Pride weekend, and I want to say thank you for everybody who's been logging on. Jadira, Lorraine, and Rosa are watching. How are you guys? Oh, by the way, I want everybody to know that I finally met Rosa on the June 9th show in Manhattan, and she was such a sweet lady. She had quite a sense of humor. I want to say thank you to her for coming to the show. She scared the shit out of me, though. She scared the shit out of me. All right, Discipline, what's going on, brother? I want to thank also Discipline. But before we start, because I'm walking into the club and I heard, yo, G. I turn around and there's little Rosa right there with her friend. They came to support the show. Thank you, Rosa. John is in the building, New Mexico. The Boricua from New Mexico is in the house. I want to give also a shout out to my boy Discipline. Thank you for letting me be on your show, the Discipline Therapy podcast on YouTube. You had me on there last weekend. We premiered last weekend. Great episode. Had a lot of fun. This guy's amazing. Had a huge following. Thank you again, my brother, for the love that you gave me on that day. Again, a lot of changes in my life. A lot of changes going on. Good stuff and everything. I'm going to thank everybody who has been messaging me and wanting to see if I'm okay and everything and stuff like that. I'm good. I'm good. That's all I'm going to say. With that, hi, Rosie. With that, we are going to keep doing what we're doing. The show is, I'm banned. I can only watch it. It won't let me comment. Oh, Lorraine, what did you do that you got banned on Facebook? You could message me if you want to comment. I got the chat open. And we'll see what goes on from there. Again, thank you all. Don't mention, love the book. I read my book. Yes, if anybody knows, Confessions of a Concierge is available. Love the book. I read the entire thing. Thank you, Discipline. Appreciate it so much. Thank you for everybody who's bought the book. I have some signings I got to do. Some people have bought the book. I got to sign the book for them. Everything like that. Again, I want to thank everybody who helped me reach 25,000 followers on TikTok. We did it this weekend. A lot of opportunities, a lot of great things are happening, and it's all because of you guys. I can't do it. I can't say I did it myself. All because of you guys. Again, I got to thank you all so much and everything. Again, happy belated Father's Day. This weekend, I got me a hot date. Woo! This weekend, I got me a hot date. The only reason why I say it's hot because she's going to make me buy her dinner. Made me take her out. I got a date to go see Elvis with my mom. And I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. It's been a long time since me and my mom went out and hung out together. I'm taking my mother. Shout out to my mom's Angela Torres. Mommy, I love you, bendición. I can't wait to take her out this weekend and go see Elvis. We're gonna have a good time this weekend. I can't wait. It's from what I understand, the movie's got great reviews and everything, so I'm hoping to enjoy it. If not, I know they're gonna play good music. But if your mother's still alive and you get a chance to quit before they're gone, I call my mother every other day. See her when I can because she lives out in Long Island. Yes, I'm a mama's boy. I'm proud. I'll never deny it. That's the first woman I fell in love with. So if your mom's still alive, God bless her. Let her enjoy. My mother only celebrated Mother's Day. Okay, my mother only celebrated Mother's Day, despite the fact she was my dad when I was young. She celebrated Mother's Day because she told us to our father celebrate Father's Day, and my father was a good man. All right, Yvette, Florida in the house. Thank you so much for logging on. I miss you guys. Well, 2 weeks ago, before, because we didn't do the show last week, I came up with a topic, and I kept the topic. I kept the topic because I thought it was interesting, and I want to talk about it. So let me just look through some stuff here. All right, here we go. This week's topic is going to be interesting. Some people have commented, but they only commented to see what I'm going to say about it. So here's the topic of the week. Have you ever had a one-night stand and regretted it or actually enjoyed it? Okay, here we go again. Have you ever had a one-night stand and regretted it or actually enjoyed it? Charles, if you could paste that up, that'd be great. Thank you. Again, some people commented, some people didn't. You know what I'm saying? Got a bunch of. All right. Julie said, "Count me in." Vanessa, Coach Torres says, "Wow, I want to go, but that's the show." Asking for a friend. Let's go. One night stand. No one night stand here. My mama told me never give my cookie jars on the first night. That's Millie Huertas. Millie, thank you so much. And that's basically it. Nobody really wants to talk about it. I don't understand, Charles. Why is it that people are scared to say if they ever had a one-night stand?
Because that's a closed thing that they think that they're going to be wrong about it. I'm an adult. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I had one-night stands. I had one-day stands, too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had. Come on. Everybody's talking about that they don't want to say nothing. Michelle Osini, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you for logging on. Question of the day again: have you ever had a one-night stand and you regretted it or actually enjoyed it? You're more than welcome to comment below. If you don't want to comment publicly, DM me. And I will read your answer. I won't say it's you. One-night stands could be funny, though. Sometimes one-night stands can be horrible, can be treacherous, or it can do what happened to me. Anybody wants to know? I had quite a few one-night stands. I'm not going to deny it. I had quite a few. Some of them were very interesting. Some of them were like, I don't know if I should have done that. What I'm saying, Charles? But it is what it is. Why is it now my chats are not coming up? I don't understand, Charlie. Chats ain't coming.
Facebook been having issues with you have to press the chat button or something like that.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Before I saw everybody's chats, and now I
then
can't see
if you
everybody.
turn your phone the long way, the chat disappears now. It's a pain in
come
the.
on.
These people
this is
are-
bullshit.
But,
Boo,
Yvette-
Facebook.
Yvette said, "Hi, sweetie, love you."
Yeah, I love you too, ma. I love you too. I don't understand why this thing ain't coming up. Okay, I got somebody here. I never had a one-night stand, but I do know someone that I would like to have one with no strings attached. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm down for that. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Being nice. All right, the chat rooms is not really working, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for that. Um,
You just said hello.
yeah, I know, but I can't. Before I was able to see everybody's chats, now I can't.
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
they're only gonna be showing you like the first 5. I think there's a button you're supposed to press.
I'm hitting it. It's live chat. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, live chat is only when they the moment they chat. That's yeah, Facebook. I don't know.
It says your live froze on me. Okay, Annette. Hi Annette. Thank you for logging on. Just refresh your thing because mine is working fine. And ladies and gentlemen, if there's any issues with frozen stuff, please they're here and it's fine. Anyway, here we go. Charles, put them up for me on the screen so I can read them because I can't see them here.
Yep.
Maybe it's an Apple thing. I don't know. Whatever. Michelle or Senior, hola, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you very much. Have you ever had a one-night stand, regretted it, or actually enjoyed it? If you want to answer, comment. Charles will put it up on the screen. I will shout you out. I had several of them. Growing up, being a sinvergüenza that I am, I've had several of them. And the weirdest one I think I had was, 88. 990, somewhere around there. I don't know. I was high at the time. Used to hang out with a group of people. I can't say just group of people that we all used to work. We all used to work part time at McDonald's, right there on Liberty Avenue in Brooklyn. It was a fun job. It was fun. I went to the service or whatever, and it was fun. We used to have a good time. And there was a girl named Donna. Donna. Girl named Donna. That she didn't work with us, but she used to hang around. No, John. Yes, she did, John. It's called a wife. So we had a one-night stand. What happened was we had a friend of ours, his name was Benny. Big white fucking guy. Funniest guy on the planet. I hope he's alive. And he had his own place. He was like the only guy that had his own place. So we went over to his house. We all had drinks, whatever. We just finished closing up the store. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you this right now. I was one of the first ones to try chicken nuggets when they first came out. Okay? Charles, when chicken nuggets came out when I was working at McDonald's, bro, that shit was like, oh my God, what is this? I don't know. Let's taste it. And there was real chicken nuggets back then. Delicious. Anyway, we're hanging out. We're having a couple of drinks. As everybody knows, I like thick women. I like thick women that have, shapes and squeeze and everything. I mean, not big women, but thick women. So when you're high and you're drunk, you don't realize that some thick women, I'm not going to say all, this is before FUPA was created. Back then, they used to put layers of stuff, Charles, to cover. I mean, you could tell she was big, but we didn't know. Anyway, let me get to the story. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. We're bugging out, whatever. And, after a few drinks and a couple of blunts, kind of cute. Looked cuter than normal. I'm not saying she wasn't an ugly person, but she looked a lot cuter when you're under the influence. Now I know why they call it liquid courage. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of courage. So, we over here, smoking up the doobies, having a couple of drinks. Back then it was OE. Get a 40 ounce for 75 cents at the time. And, we didn't make a lot of money at McDonald's. We couldn't afford pink champagne. Pink champagne was $1.25 at the time. You know what I'm saying? We only drank pink champagne. If everybody remembers pink champagne from back in the days, that was pretty cool to have. So we're having drinks and everything. Like I said, Donna started getting a little interesting, started looking pretty cute. So then he had 2 bedrooms. Back then, you could get a 2-bedroom, $500 a month. And like, yo, you're not going twisted, whatever. Back then, that's how we said bye. And stay over. You know what I'm saying? So Donna was like, oh, want to hang out with you, take a nap together. I'm like, hey, yeah, let's take a nap together, whatever the situation. And things got a little physical. Things got physical between me and Donna, you know what I'm saying? Because she was play fighting with me. And I was play fighting back. I was play fighting with her. Play fighting. I got you. You're tickling me. Like, I got you. And was the making out stuff. We were making out and everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, take off. Got to go in the bra. She's holding my hand back. No. Hit this blunt again. But she hit the blunt and everything. The next thing you know, I'm trying to go back up the bra again. She's like, listen, lip is in the back. Okay? No, it was in the front, actually. She had the ones that I think she knew what she was doing. It takes harder work to take it off on the back. I think she had like a button that snap, poop, snap, pop, poop. I went over there, boom, and noticing that when I loosened up her bra, mind you, the lights are off. All the lights are off. Back then, everybody wanted to fuck and everything, but nobody wanted to show everybody's body out. It was like, don't look at me. Still young, you're still learning. She took off the bra, and I noticed, Charles, her breasts got a lot bigger than what they really were. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an instance, I'm laying my head on her chest, and I opened up the bra, and my head went up 3 inches. Like, wait a minute. Okay, maybe because she's breathing, maybe because they were in there for a little bit. So then, start making out, the shirt comes off, and I'm like, I noticed. I thought she had like a belly-proof vest. I thought it was a belly-proof vest. So I said to myself, maybe she got a bad back or something, because she worked in, she didn't work at McDonald's. I think she worked in Woolworth or some shit at the time or whatever. You had to pick up boxes. So I figured, it was for her back. It was protection for her back, Charles. So she had a belly-proof vest, not a bulletproof. She had a belly-proof vest. So the belly-proof vest came off, and I noticed it was a lot of buttons, Charles. Like, all you heard was click, 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 click. And I was like, wait a minute. Why is this taking forever? You know what I'm saying? But it came off. You know what I'm saying? It came off. So, lights come, lights are still off and everything. But I also noticed that for some reason, Charles, when I took off the belly-proof vest, I got pushed a little bit to the side on the bed. Like, I thought it was like maybe she was uncomfortable or something. Like, I got pushed. Like, I went from here, Charles, check it out. I went from here, and when I finally got the last button out, I was over here. So I said, she moved her thigh. That's what she did. She moved her thigh. You know what I'm saying? The bed, it was a full-size bed. It wasn't a queen or a king. It was a full size. So I figured, she was like getting comfortable, Charles. That's what I figured. So now that came off and everything, and we're doing our thing. So, back then, a lot of girls wore spandex pants. The 80s was spandex, like Donna spandex and everything. I was like, oh, yeah, these are, there's no buttons, belt and everything. So I'm like, these will come off good. Charles, you know what I'm saying, Charles? She's wearing spandex. So I'm thinking, these are going to come off good, Charles. So here I am under the mattress, right? Under the blanket, right? And when I'm putting the pants down, I noticed it was like trying to unravel like, you know the bolognas back in the day that you had to go like this with the plastic to bring it down so you could cut it? Because your mother would get mad if you cut it with the paper.
Oh yeah, you have to make sure you have that wrap there.
Yeah,
You had to
know what I'm
make
saying?
sure.
Like you had to go like you know
Uh-huh.
that hard salami, the Dominican salami that you had to go like that. So I was wondering why were the pants that hard to come? But I understood. You know what I'm saying? She's tired. She's laying on the bed and everything. So I figured, it's because she's laying down that it was coming off. Stand up normally. Pull down your pants. But we're in the bed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to pull it off. It's taking a little bit too long. I was pulling it off. I was like, ah, damn. When I got to the ankles, she was like, I got this. And she just went, I was like, oh, she's ready. Right? So I go back up. She still got panties on, but I'm noticing that I'm still on this side of the bed, Charles. Like I'm still pushed to the edge. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, gotta work. This gotta work. So I didn't know, I thought, I didn't know, like I thought that she was wearing a thong. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time, you heard of thongs and shit in the 80s and everything. I was like, okay, she's wearing a thong, So, we making out, we're touching, we're caressing. But I'm caressing like this now. I don't know why, but I guess because I figured she was laying down, so I'm caressing like this, Yo, man, why do I feel like I'm swimming in this? I feel like I'm doing the butterfly. I'm like going like this, Charles, this. And I was wondering, I thought like she still had clothes on or something because I'm going like this. I'm trying to touch her nipples, so I thought she put on like a Captain America shield or something. And I was like, oh, maybe it's something that's like, because mind you, the lights are off. The lights are off, Charles. All right. So now I'm taking off the panties and everything, and they come off and everything. But like I said, I thought she was wearing a thong. You know what I'm saying, Charles? I thought she was wearing a thong. But and then I said to myself after they came off, in my mind, because I'm fucked up, I'm high as shit. In my mind, I'm saying to myself, where did this blanket come from? Because we didn't have a blanket on the bed, Charles. You know what I'm saying? So I figured, oh, maybe she's cold, you know what I'm saying, because the AC's on and everything. There was no blanket on the bed, Charles. So I'm like, okay, maybe she pulled it up. Maybe she doesn't want me to see everything. Maybe she's a little embarrassed or something. So, we making out, we're doing our thing. And we start getting into it, Charles, you know what I'm saying? And then for a minute, like I said, I'm high, Charles. I don't know what's happening. I'm high. I'm drunk, okay? People understand. Pray for me, all right? So I'm high and I'm drunk, and I'm saying to myself, okay, there's something wrong here. Because I could have sworn this was a regular mattress. You know what I'm saying, Charles? I could have sworn it was a regular mattress, but I'm high. I don't know, Charles. I don't know what's going on, Charlie. Like I really don't know what's happening, So, like I said, I thought it was a regular mattress, Charles. What I'm saying to you. It felt like a water bed for a while. Charles, I ain't gonna lie, it felt like a water bed, But so I'm high. I'm starting to get dizzy because I'm a little dizzy right now. So I'm doing my thing, putting in work. I'm putting in too much work. I'm high as shit. I'm wondering why haven't I gotten to her yet? You know what I'm saying? Because there was like this, like pillows were in the way or something. I'm trying to go down on her, whatever. I thought it was pillows and shit. And I'm trying to do this and everything. It's just pillows. Oh, shit. The other boss of LDM Radio just came. Bill Aloma. She's the money of the company. So, Charles, I'm taking these pillows. I'm spreading these pillows, but they keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and they keep coming back, Charles. So I'm like, oh, maybe she's kinky. She wants me to cover the noise or something. Because every time I open up her legs, she had pillows between her legs. I thought it was pillows between her legs. Because every time I was like, yeah, it's like, in the face, Charles, like that. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? These pillows, they feel organic or something. So I'm like, and they hit me like this. Oh, what the hell? All right, so I finally get down there. I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. And I thought she was putting a pillow over my head, Charles. I'm like, yo, I guess she doesn't want nobody to hear me eating out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was munching away. Like, I was high as shit, so I had the munchies, Charles. I had the munchies.
Wait. So you were high?
I was high and drunk.
Lights were off?
Lights were off.
And you were eating?
And I was eating.
Oh, whew.
I'm high as shit, Charles. I'm eating. I'm in there. But, you know, I kept getting hit with pillows on the side and like a pillow on my head. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, she's trying to suffocate me or something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do that and everything. And then she was like, oh, I want to pleasure you. I was like, okay. You know, I get on my back. You know what I'm saying? Because I figured you pleasure me. All of a sudden, my legs disappeared, Charles. My legs disappeared. I didn't feel my legs. I didn't feel nothing from the waist down. I was like, why do I feel like the guy in the movie Jaws and I'm being eaten alive, Charles? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, because she had a big tongue. She had a tongue like this big, Charles. You know, but you're high. You're imagining things. You're hallucinating. It was like this big, Charles. So she's going away, you know, and it felt like a blanket. Incredible. She's doing all this shit. I can't feel my legs because I figured she was doing a wonderful job. She was doing a job. I didn't know that half of my body was in her mouth. You know, I realized later when I got up. I didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, Donna. I didn't know she was hungry. I thought she was just hungry. I thought you haven't eaten any chicken nuggets, left the club, and McDonald's and shit. You know. But anyway, now it's my turn to go on top of her, right, Charles? She was like, oh, take me, daddy, take me. I was like, who you calling daddy? Back then, I didn't know. You know, I'm a young kid. Who you calling daddy? I was like, yo, chill, my father's not here. Daddy here? I don't want that shit. Oh, my God. You know, just get it on with it. Get it. And for some reason, Charles, every time I would put it in, she starts laughing. I was like, wait a minute. We having sex or we doing jokes? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going like this. Like, yeah, hey, you like that shit? She's like, ah. Woo! I'm like, why are you laughing? You know, am I doing something wrong? You know what I'm saying? You know, I was pretty a little bit inexperienced, but I was like, yo, you doing something wrong? And I'm doing my thing, Charles. I'm doing my thing. Mind you, I'm only like 105 pounds at the time. I'm like, ah. She starts laughing. Ah! Yo, stop laughing. She was like, listen, let me show you the way. I said, hey, Charles, I was in between one of her chichos. I wasn't even in there. I was between the thigh and the outer lip, okay? Because it kept going to the side. I was like, why am I hitting like I'm tickling her like her thigh, like her hip? I'm like in between her hip and the clit, hip clit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in between. I'm like, what the fuck? So she goes like this to me, takes me, moves me. Come over here. You know? What the fuck? And my whole body shifted. So I'm thinking it's a new sex position. She's like, come here. Ha! I was like, oh shit. She was like, come here. I was like, damn. All right. Here we are. We're doing it, right? We're doing it. And we're doing it. Veronica Gonzalez, how are you, sweetheart? And we're doing our thing, Charles. She shifted me. She was, come here. Because I was wondering, why is she laughing at me every time I'm stroking her? I was in between the hip and the clit, okay? There's a little space there. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the woman's legs, right? Here's the clitoris right here in the middle. Right here on the edge, it's like where it connects. It's the joint. So I kept slipping there. I kept slipping. So she was like, hold on a second, I got you. I said, what do you mean you got me? What are you talking about? She was like, I got you. I said, okay. So she took a shoehorn and put it on between her legs so I don't slip. Like the thing for like the horses, what they wear like this. You know what I'm saying? On the side, the binders. Like she had that in her pocket. She was like, yo, here, Stay right there in between. So I was like, oh shit. So, you know, it's like when you take your kid bowling and they got the two little things on the
Oh,
side.
the bumpers.
Yeah, so the ball doesn't come out of place.
Yep.
So I was bumping. I felt like a bowling ball, bumping like this, bumping in between. But I was doing it, y'all. I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? I was doing it. So we're doing it and everything. And I was like, oh my God, great and everything. So we got, she orgasmed, I orgasmed, but she was laughing when she was orgasming. I was still, for some reason, tickling her. Because every time I was on top of her, I couldn't see her face, Charles. I couldn't see her face. You know, I like looking at a woman's face when I make love to her. For some reason, Charles, I couldn't see her face because her tits were this fucking big, Charles. All right? So I'm like this, and I can't see now. But I hear that she's moaning. She's like, Big Daddy, And I was like, she getting an asthma attack or something? Like, She was like, stick your leg in harder. I was like, my leg? I said, what you said? She was like, come on, give it to me up to your thigh. I was like, I'm over here thinking I'm doing justice, Charles. But since I've been slipping, it's my leg that was in there. So I was like, all right, let's keep doing it. So I got my leg in there, you know what I'm saying? She's like, come on, don't let it slip. And I didn't know, Charles, I didn't know. Like I said, I'm high, ladies and gentlemen. I'm high as shit. I didn't know, Charles, that all this time I was resting on, because it was big. Charles, it was big.
What?
Charles, it was big. Like every time I was like, ooh, like that, I kept hearing, ooh, you like that? You like that? You like that? Hey. I thought it was somebody else in the room with us. I was like, hey, who's back here? You know what I'm saying? So here I am doing it, and then finally, and then pow, I came, and she was like, give me your leg. I was like, okay. So I was acting like I was pumping the brake in her. Yeah, you like that shit? She was like, yeah, hit me harder. So I kicked her. I had to put on my Timberlands. But back then, I didn't have Timberlands. I had Wolverine. So I was hitting her, pow, pow, pow. She was like, oh, that feels good. Don't come in me. I was like, what? She was like, don't come in me. I didn't know. She didn't want me to, but what she meant was for me not to walk in her, walk out. That's what she said. Don't come inside me. I'm thinking, I'm not gonna bust a nut inside you. She's like, no, don't walk inside me. I was like, what? I said, what is it? This bitch got a revolving door or something? I thought I was like in a different living room or something. I thought I was really tripping, Charles, because like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I was high, drunk. I know I have a lot of details, but this is what really happened. This is what really happened. Right? So we finished, right? Now, the lights are still off. Lights are still off. I'm looking for a cigarette. I tell her, Donna, where's my cigarette? Like, oh, you left it. I had a pretty much idea where the table was. Because the door was in front. I could see the light under the door. But I could see like there was like a lot of people on the other side of the door. And all you kept hearing was shh, 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 shh. I'm thinking they're trying to talk low. I'm high. You know what I'm saying? Drunk. I don't know what's going on. So I'm thinking they're trying to keep the conversation to themselves. Because all I kept hearing, they were all laughing on the other side of the door. Like, she got a hanger. So because I had to wear one of like, safety harness that they use to climb buildings, fast and shit. I had to wear one of those, Charles.
Just to get in.
Huh?
Just to get in.
Just to get in. So I walked towards the door, and I remember that the dresser on the right-hand side. So I'm touching. I found my cigarettes. I'm looking for my lighter. I found my lighter. I said, I know there's a light switch here. So I turn on the light. When I turn on the light, Charles, my back is turned to her. Okay? Back is turned to her. I'm not even looking at her yet. Okay? I got my underwears on and everything. Nobody see my dimples. But anyway, I got my underwears on, right? And I turn on the cigarette, and I turn on the light, and she goes, ooh, can I have one? So, me being a gentleman, because I was high, I was drunk, right? I didn't know that when I turned around, how fast you could sober up. How fast you could be like, holy shit. Like, I sobered up like this, Charles. Like Like, I mean, I know I smoked like maybe 2 pounds of weed. I must have done like an 8-ball Coke, had some liquor in me, some mescaline. Charles, I was sober like this, Charles. Like God came in and pulled all my highness out of my body, Charles. Like this. When I turned around, Charles, you know, I didn't know. Charles, I didn't know, okay? I didn't know. I was young. I was like 18, 17 years old. Charles, I was young. I didn't know, Charles, that somebody could melt all over the bed. I didn't know, Charles. I didn't know that your skin can actually, like, go over the edge of the bed and go like this. Like here's the bed. I didn't know, Charles. I didn't know that she could have been casted as Jabba the Hutt in Star Wars movies. I didn't know, Charles. I didn't know. She had a pretty face. Don't get me wrong. But everything else was a lie. I like big women. Don't get me wrong. I like big women. I respect big. But she wasn't big. She was huge. She lied to me. She didn't have a fupa. That wasn't a fupa. I like fupas. Don't get me wrong. That wasn't a fupa. That shit was a garage door. A big garage door. Like something you see at Midas or something like that. It was huge. So she's like, hey, how was it? You know, the only thing I can say to her, Charles, was, that how you look? Believe me, she. And all them dudes on the other side of the door heard the whole laughing at me. Sobered up. Ladies and gentlemen, I fucked Jabba the Hutt.
Why is it that I thought you were gonna say and all the dudes inside her started laughing?
Oh, no, they were on the other side of the door. They all been there, too.
That's probably a scary thing as soon as you turned around, man.
And I was wondering how come I kept finding, like, soda cans in there. And I figured, you know, hungry. Let me tell you something. Never again did I ever sleep with a woman I was high or drunk. Never again. Well, I'm going to lie to you. I was in that fucking one. 20 years! I was in that one night stand for 20 years the next time I did that shit. 20 years. Just sobered up in 20. Let me tell you something. It was the craziest moment of my life. Daughter said nasty. Listen, don't get high, don't drink. I didn't know. I was high, I was young, I was 17, I was inexperienced. I thought I was doing something fine. I thought I was doing something good. These motherfuckers put me out there like a sacrifice in the volcano. Ah, feed me, Seymour. I was sacrificed.
If you were older, you would know that you have to slap it and then ride the waves.
Oh, when you're young, you don't know. I'm over here thinking I'm on like on a ride in Coney Island or something. You know that ride that goes like that. I didn't know I was high. I thought the room was spinning. I didn't know I was actually on a fucking. I thought I was on a waterbed. I didn't know I was on her fucking belly. Those panties weren't thongs, ladies and gentlemen. And that wasn't a belly-proof vest. That's how Cameron was made. I was drunk out of my mind. Listen, I swear to God, I'm going to kick my daughter. Bad Cameron because you love Alex. Don't tell me that my grandson was an accident. You were an accident. I didn't know, Charles. I didn't know I was young. I didn't know. There was no internet back then. There was no social media back then. where you can check somebody's profile before you date them. Thank God for Facebook dating app. Thank God. I'm on that shit every day. Swiping to the left. Nope, 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 nope.
So you got early catfish back in the days.
Yes. I was one of the first people that really got catfished. Fuck that catfish. I got orchid wished. Orca wished. No catfish back then. It was orca. Free Willy. I got fucked by Free Willy. You know how scared I was when I turned around and I see her laying all over the bed and she's trying to pose. She was trying to pose all sexy. You like it? And the only thing that came in my mind, Charles, back then, if I'm trying to remember now, but it's coming back to me. If the movie Free Willy would have came out that time and era, where I saw that shit, the soundtrack would have been like this. When I found it would have been like, my hands would have been like this, like, no! It's, because in the movie he goes like this. No, I would have been like, no, dude. She would have jumped on me like, you motherfucker! That's the way the movie ended. So don't get drunk, don't get high.
See, so now my question is, was the room really lights off or she just blocked the sun?
No, the lights were off.
Oh, okay. I thought she just blocked the sun.
Nah, the lights were off. Lights were off. She just blocked the AC a lot.
Oh, damn. So you were sweaty too?
Oh, my God. Dude,
Ooh.
let me tell you something. I felt violated. Like, I never looked at my legs how big. And because I was always wondering, like, hey, well, how you like it? How you? I'm hearing echoes, but I thought, like, hear that, Ralph Riel. You okay? I thought it was. No. I fucked the Holland Tunnel. What the hell you want me to tell you, Charles? I fucked the Holland Tunnel. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. That was my one night stand. Really wish, chat rooms. Chat room. I know there's people saying, oh my God, this mother orca. And no. And then her name was not really Donna. First name was Chu. Middle initial E. Last name Baca. And you read it says Chewbacca. What the fuck? I got catfish, Charles. I didn't get catfish. I got like aquariumed.
Basically looked like the octopus from Little Mermaid when she turned back into the octopus.
Yes. I was deep sea diving in that shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe what I went through, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happened. Don't get high, don't get drunk. That's why I stopped. Stop getting high, stop getting drunk. I got into a lot of trouble because I got a lot, I had one night stands after that. They were good. I didn't know I was going to have 4 kids because of it. But they were good, Charles. One lasted 20 years.
Anybody had one of those one night stands that you've been dying to have one with the person, and then when you do, you're like, really? This is what it was? Like,
Yeah, I had that too, but I can't mention the name because then I'm insulting.
yeah, but I had one of those. Like, oh damn, I should have just kept the thing on my brain. That was way better.
I should have just jerked off. One night stand, good. I'll stand by myself at night. That's it. If you're high and drunk and you need a one-night stand, just jerk off in the dark by yourself. One night stand. Woo! At least I ain't getting in trouble for this one. Because these days, never know what you're taking home. Never know what you're taking home these days. I'm happy that I got sobered up because there are things out there that you think is a woman, not, or you think it's a man and it's not. So, just to be on the safe side, if you're getting high and drunk, think you're having one night stand, make sure they show you birth certificate. And I'm not talking about like, oh, this is, no, I want the one with the footprint on it. I want to make sure your real name is Donna, not Dave. It's hard to tell now these days, my God. Serious. Crazy.
I can imagine. Go to the Pride Parade or something like that. Like
Hey,
I
man,
said,
I live in Jackson Heights, Queens. Before the big Pride Parade is this month, right? At the end of the month or something like that?
this Sunday.
This Sunday, right? Okay. Jackson Heights already had their Pride Week celebration. Okay? If anybody knows the Queens area, Jackson Heights is the village of Queens. Literally. Nothing against my people from the LGBTQ LMNOP community. No, I just do stuff for fun. I don't want to be in the cancel culture. Cancel culture, fuck you. They're all over the place. And there was some out there that you had to take a second look and be like, wait a minute, holy shit. Oh man, she's hot, but is she or he? Like you couldn't tell. I'm being that honest. Because there are also a lot of real lovely women that work in the restaurants as waitresses around. So they mingle with each other. So it's hard to confuse. You know? Like, yeah, man, but I don't know. She's gonna hug me or shake my or bear hug me. Like, what's up, nigga? Hi. Being honest, it's hard. My daughter can tell you she lives around that neighborhood. She knows. You go into Jackson Heights, you're wondering, like, she or that's the way you gotta do it. Just choke. Yeah, like, Charles, you know I ain't lying because you've been around that neighborhood, but you've been on the other side at the Filipino side.
Yeah, but you see, that's the scariest one, too. Some of these Filipinos look good as a woman. You don't be like, damn, are they a woman?
Yeah,
or
but if you
scary.
go up
That's
more,
scary.
you got to go past 74th Street. You guys stop at around 60-something. Go a little further up. It's like 74th, between 74th and 80th. You'll see the difference. You'll see the difference. Some of them are beautiful. I'm not going to lie. Some of them, but you don't know. You just can't tell unless you're really up close, like nose to nose. Like, hi, what's your name? She can go, Sandra, which would be a girl. Or she can go, my name is Sandro. Now you fucked. Now you fucked. He goes, I can tell. I used to work with transgender patients. I had to learn. Okay, that's fine. You're in the medical field. You had to do that. But when you're high and walking down Roosevelt Avenue, it's how can you tell? The only way you can tell is either with a handshake, a hug, or when they're ordering tacos from the taco truck, they usually, if it's a woman, it'll be like, ay, buenas noches. Can I please have 2 beef tacos de pastor, whatever. These motherfuckers be like, quiero 7 tacos de lengua. That's how I learned. That's how I learned. But I want to say something before we go. My daughter says she worked with transgender. Okay. She goes, nope, look at the neck. They got surgery that takes care of the necks too now.
Yeah, it's before we were like, look at the Adam's apple. Now
Yeah, look
you
at the
can't.
Adam's apple. Look at their
Now you
hands.
can't.
Now they got, they put that palm olive shit on. Remember that shit, Charles? Look, I'm soaking in it.
Yep.
Palm olive takes away, it makes my hands look like a bitch when I put it in there. Sometimes I be, Sometimes I put my hand in pomade so long when it comes out, I'll be like, damn, I should have. That's how good my hands be looking like. Oh, wow.
So smooth.
Before we go, my daughter said something about work. In this world and society, you got to accept it, whatever the situation. Transgenders want to be respected. If you want to be respected, that's stop. You're a man that wants to become a woman and you go into a boxing match, you're a woman. No. I'm happy. Listen, being honest, just keep the playing field even. Just keep it even. Transgender wants to play in sports but can't play in the women's league, can't play in the men's league. We'll play. You're all equal there. All equal there. I don't think it's fair that somebody who can lift 350 pounds becomes a woman and beats up on a woman who can't lift 125 pounds.
I call that domestic violence.
Okay? What happened, y'all? Hear me now, y'all. Okay? Here we go. Transgender needs to stay off my fucking dating site app. I don't get high or drunk anymore. I can tell now. Now, before we go, if you got offended by the jokes that I said, hey, you have every right. If you got offended by my jokes, I see. It is what it is. But I'm not the one to come after. I tell you, come after me, my station. I will asshole live on it. That I want to say, Donna, thank you for the greatest experience and helped me sober up my life. You have made me a real man. That good night. God bless. And I'll see you next week.
The following videos contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.